just because I make the best widgets doesn't make me the best leader of the widget making team, or even a great widget business owner. Too many times in business, I hear business owners and business leaders internally promote their very best person to a leadership role. They are completely different roles, a technician and a leader. Two different roles, completely different, and they require different skill sets. And this type of decision could absolutely crush your business on two levels. So let's chew the thin today on internal promotions on JTintheRaw. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Nicole. Morning, Jose. Welcome to JTintheRaw show 181. And today we are talking about internal promotion of team members. Good morning, Sean Lestrange. Great having you on board this morning. And this comes from some inspiration, I guess, this week from some of my clients and some of the conversations that I've had. And so because of this inspiration, Scotty Robertson, I'll see you very shortly just down that corridor. Dwayne, good morning, or good evening for you, Dwayne. So talking this week, I had a couple of clients say to me, okay, I need a new manager. I'm looking for new people, a new person to lead my team. And with 2020, I thought about promoting this person into this role. In fact, I had this conversation 3 times this week with clients. And the first question I asked them was, so what sort of leadership experience do they have? And for all 3 people, the answer was, well, they really understand the business, they understand the culture, and they're my best salesperson, or they're my best technician. And my question to them was, well, what makes them a good leader? So because of these conversations with people, it made me start to think, now let's talk about some different scenarios. Does your best salesperson become your best sales manager? Even become a good sales manager? Best salesperson, good sales manager. Best real estate agent, great owner of a real estate business. Best personal trainer, great PT manager. Best player in a team, the best captain. Lots of different scenarios that we can talk about, whether we talk business, whether we talk sport, whether we're talking big business or department. Helen Suvalis, best batsman is not always the best captain. That's exactly right. And so for often I guess if I could pick one business that gets this, one business that I know gets this, and it's a medical practice, because the best doctor or the best surgeon isn't the medical practice director. See, doctors understand that they are technicians, they're great surgeons, they're great at getting people better, but they're shit at running a business. They're terrible at running a practice. So they bring the best practice manager in. But for many other businesses, we take our best person, we take our best player, and we promote them into a leadership role. And I guess today's show is about talking about the detriment to the business when we take our best person and we promote them into a role that they may not necessarily A, want to do, B, be qualified for, or C, going to be good at. And often the biggest leap into a leadership role is exactly that. It is leading people. When you're in a leadership role, there are 2 new skills or 2 new responsibilities that you've got. One is accountability for performance, and one is leading people. And you may never have had that experience, ever had that experience. You'd be the best personal trainer, but you've never had to lead people. You've never been accountable. You might be the best salesperson, but you've never had to lead a sales team. This becomes the challenge that we face in business, is that we're promoting our best person into a leadership role. Let's think about that accountability side of things. Okay, my guess is that these people don't really necessarily know how to hold people accountable, how to have discussions, challenging discussions, if you will, with people who are not performing well. Often our best people in our business, best personal trainer, best salesperson, best real estate agent, they are intrinsically motivated. Internally drives them to be high performers. And as that high performer internally, you just get out there and you nail the job. But what that problem then becomes is it's hard for that intrinsically motivated individual to learn how to extrinsically motivate people or even empathize with people that are extrinsically motivated. So therefore, as a team, how do they motivate that team when they are so intrinsically motivated? How do they therefore hold the team accountable? Probably pretty tough. How do they know how to coach them? Pretty tough. And as I say, they themselves are that intrinsically motivated person. That ability to empathize or be able to work extrinsically motivation becomes really tough. So let's follow this example through. Let's take this example to the next step. Let's imagine you've got your best salesperson, you've promoted them to leading your sales team, and that team is not hitting budget. So you've got your best sales team and your best salesperson leading your sales team, and they're not hitting budget. Of course, you were hitting budget, but then you made a promotion of your best salesperson into a sales manager's role. So then what's happening inside the business? One, you're now not hitting budget. Two, you've got a demotivated sales team lacking leadership because whatever leadership style they've got is not resonating with that team. You've got a leader who now feels lost in their role, a leader who is not gaining job satisfaction as they used to be because they love selling and now you made them a sales leader, a frustrated owner, a frustrated manager and a frustrated sales team. In fact, you've got a downward spiral in your business. So finally, your internally promoted leader, who was your best salesperson, now leaves. Potentially, one or two other salespeople may have left in the meantime as well because they haven't got that. So we've lost one or two salespeople. Our best salesperson, who's the sales manager, has now left. And now you're not only not hitting budget, but you're down 1, 2, 3 salespeople. Anyone been there? If you've been in this position, whether you're watching live or on replay, hit me up with a love heart right now. Because I think this is a scenario that happens a lot in lots of different businesses, and sometimes we're not really sure why. Because that sales manager is not going to tell us that they're leaving because they're not enjoying the role as a leader. In fact, we may have to fire them because the sales team are not performing. But we put them into the wrong seat on the bus. Here's an idea for you to consider, if you will. I want you to think about developing a leadership, it's called a leadership skill matrix. A leadership skill matrix that identifies all of the skills you want in your leader. All of the skills that you want in your leader. And I want you to share that with your team. I want you to provide optional opportunities for your team members to go through training in order to learn those skills and practice those skills. Learn those skills and practice those skills. But you need to build that skill matrix of what you need for a leader. Then, if a position becomes available, and you have a qualified internal person to be able to promoted to that role, you can, because they've met the skill matrix training that you have developed. This is really important. If you don't have that, then I really encourage you to look externally. But what a great organization does, what a great company does, what a great business does, is that they show a leadership path that people can take if they so wish. Let me say that again. They show a leadership path that people can take if they so wish. Very few businesses show this, and I believe this could make you an employer of choice. I believe this could make you different to everybody else out there because you're showing a career progression in leadership, not necessarily skills to be a better technician. So, I would also suggest that you need to look at your internal culture. I want you to think about looking at what you actually do in your business and changing the way people think about their roles within your job. No one is ever just a personal trainer, just a salesperson, just a receptionist, just a physiotherapist, just a property manager, just a technician. They are part of the team. And having them understand and appreciate that it is okay to be in that role as a technician forever is critical to the success of your business. Having people understand that you don't have to be a manager, that you can remain that technician forever is okay. That's all right. You don't have to be a leader. If you want, there's a career path, but if not, it is okay. So you are never just. You are a team member who is contributing to the success of our business. Look at the culture of your business, and perhaps instead of showing that upward path, it's okay to maintain that solid path all the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody needs Indians. Everybody needs Indians. And a high-performing Indian is better than a chief who doesn't know what to do. A team of high-performing Indians is better than a chief that doesn't know how to guide those Indians. And my final thought is this. We often internally promote to either show the team that there is career progression and that this is often the easier option for us as the business owner or the business leader. It's the easier option. This decision can, and more often than not, backfires because you promote your best person into that leadership role. And then they don't perform in that leadership role, and you've lost your best person, and they leave the organisation. I want you to change your thinking. I want you to change your thinking for a leadership role to have the best leader, not the best person at the job, the best technician, but rather the best leader. Now, if you got any benefit out of today's show, I'd love you to share it. Just tag anyone in the comments below. And if you've got any questions or you want to have a discussion about this topic, put it in the comments below, because this is how we all learn from each other. If you got any benefit, please tag people in the comments below. That way it'll show up on their news feed. And way I always finish JTintheRaw is this, quote of the week. And quote of the week is this: promote based on leadership skills, not being the best at the job. Promote based on leadership skills, not being the best at the job. One more time for the dummies. Not the dummies. That's not fair. One more time for everybody. Promote based on leadership skills, not the best at the job. You can tune in to JTintheRaw, same time, same place, every single week. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend, and I will catch you on the flip side.